What do you mean by facade design? The front of the building will be decorated. We will be having 15 marks question on this chapter. So what are the types of hotel? Explain. How to target the customer? Who are our customer? Pros of producing and serving food. So how to produce the food? Hello my dear students, I am your Ajay sir, faculty, Department of Commerce and Management, Vidhyashram First Grade College, Mysuru, a temple of excellence. My dear students, in today's session I am going to handle the subject Management of Service for second sem BBA. The topic is Management of Hotel Industry. Now let's go to the first slide. In the previous session, we were discussing what are the types of hotel and on the basis of how to classify the hotel on the basis of different criteria, and also what are the service provided by those hotels we were discussing. In today's session also on the basis of service provided by the hotels, so on the basis of which type of service they provide, so on the basis of that we can also divide the hotels or we can classify the hotels. Now let's go to the upmarket. What do you mean upmarket? See, always this kind of hotel targets upper class people or upper class customers, and also luxury. So the customers who wants luxurious service, they always target this type of customers. And also world class service. These hotels provides world class service like golf facility, swimming pool facility, and also horse riding facility also they will provide, and also international food. For example, usually these hotels are concentrated in city areas like multinational or international airports, and also metropolitan cities, and also very big cities, large cities, and international market. So these hotels are always concentrated on the upper class and also very rich and affluent customers. So hotels targeting the affluent segment of society. See, these hotels wants affluent societies only. For example, Ashoka hotels in Bangalore, and also very other luxurious hotels in Mumbai. If you go to Delhi, these hotels are very luxurious, and also they will provide very luxurious and also expensive service for the customers. Next one, hotels in upper market category offers world class products with a personalized service. They also provide the personalized service like massage facility they will provide, and also beauty parlor facility also they will be provide, swimming pool facility, and also other health beneficial products they will offer, and also world class food they will provide like this. So upper market or luxurious facility they will offer, and also rooms will be completely AC, and also they will provide luxurious room, and also luxurious the western kind of toilets also will be provided in this type of hotels. Next one, the guest rooms are very large and also decorated with very expensive furniture. So usually the rooms will be very furnished with a expensive furnitures, and also rooms will be very large and also having all the facilities like refrigerators, very international or multinational types of decoration facilities, and also facade in front of the building will be decorated with any very luxurious materials. This type of hotels will be very luxurious and also offers luxurious facilities, costly facilities for the customers. And also next one, restaurants with full assisted service. So if you go to the restaurants of the luxurious hotels, all types of facility will be available for the richer class. It may be golf, or it may be sports, tennis court, and also shopping malls available in the hotels, and also beauty salons, health spas, and also regular features. So apart from these, regular features are also available. Next one, mid-range or mid-market range hotels. See, if you observe this is very luxurious hotels. So luxurious will be having the front of the building. That is what facade design. What do you mean by facade design? The front of the building will be decorated, and also they will be having parking facility, swimming pool facility, horse riding facility, and also golf facility will be available, and other sports will be, and also spa will be available, and also health spas and beauty salons are available in this type of hotel. All types of luxurious things will be available in these luxurious hotels or upmarket hotels. Now coming to look at the picture. This is the mid-range hotels. Mid-range hotels, they will not give that much of luxury, but they will provide some comforts and also some luxury, and also they will charge very lesser amount compared to luxurious hotels. So if you look at the picture, so even though it is not luxurious also, at the same time it is not low class also, they will provide mid-range facility. In luxurious hotels there will be bar facilities also available, but this type of facility, very small bar will be there, small swimming pool will be there, and also no spa will be there. No spa facility can be provided. So it is a mid-range. Mid-range means it is not luxurious, it's okay situation we can expect. So these hotels offers modest service without frill and personalized attention. So for example, beauty salon is a personalized service that will not be allowed, and also if you go to the spa is a personalized service that is not allowed in this type of hotels. So they cannot provide personalized service for the charge or for the price what they fix for the hotels, but they will provide comforts and some of luxuries also provided some in the hotel. So it will be hotels and appeal to the large segment of travels. Usually for example, we the middle class people usually will not go to the luxurious hotels, but will not at the same time will not go to the very budget hotels also, but we usually prefers mid-range hotels. The most luxurious hotels also we cannot prefer, at the same time we cannot go to the budget or very low class hotels. So usually mid-range hotels will be affordable. Next one, they may offer service such as room service. So minimum room service is available, and also round the clock coffee shops, airport travel. For example, if the guest wants to go to the airport, bus stand, railway station, they will provide the taxi facilities, and also pick up and drop facilities will be available. And also hotel offering mid-range service would be medium size, having a roughly 150 to 300 rooms. Usually rooms number will be more because they are targeting the middle class people, which is largest in the Indian market. In our country, middle class people are very large, so they will be having more rooms, but they will provide basic facility with some luxurious facilities also. The room rent is much lower than the luxurious hotels. They cannot charge the luxurious price or affluent price to the medium class customers, but the rent will be much lower compared to the luxurious hotel. Next, coming to the budget or economy hotel. See, look at the picture. See, this is the budget or economy hotels situation. So they will provide minimum facility, but not like luxurious like this. This is like modern. So modern beds are available. So look at the luxurious hotels. Look at the mid class or middle class hotels, and look at the basic hotels. So basic hotels are budgetary hotels are the hotels which only provides food and accommodation service, not swimming pool, or also not this one personalized service, and also not golf course, not horse riding facility. So they cannot provide the personalized service, and also swimming pools also not provided, bar cannot be provided. So they will only concentrate good food and good ambience. Good food they will provide, and also good environment they will provide. So it focuses on meeting the most basic needs of guests, providing clean and comfortable, inexpensive room. See, providing clean and comfortable, inexpensive room with bed, and also one bed is there, sofa is there, light facility is there. So no refrigerator can be provided, no separate kitchen will be provided. Okay, no separate swimming pool can be provided. It is basic facilities available with some hot water for bathing, and also good water for drinking. The clients of budget hotels may also include families with children, bus tour, groups of people traveling together. So this hotel will be preferred only for for example, college students going for trip. So there will be 60 members will be there, 100 members will be there. So the college who are organizing the trip, they cannot provide the luxurious hotels. So usually these hotels will be preferred for the family members. For example, 10 members, 50 members, if they are going for the trip and all other purpose, they are traveling from one place to another place, they will prefer this type of hotels. And also the college students who are going for trip, they also go for this type of hotels. Next one, see, these hotels will be having clean and comfortable guest rooms, coffee shops, and restaurant facilities also available in these hotels, and also a telephone also can be provided, and TV is a basic need today. If you go any hotel, there will be small, even though it is small TV, they can provide TV facilities also. They will provide to watch movies and music. Next one, Classification on the basis of duration of guest stay. So on the basis of duration also, the guest will stay in the particular duration. On the basis of that also we can classify the hotels. Next one, commercial hotels. See, these hotels usually, for example, those who wants to go for commercial hotels, very big and luxurious hotels, they cannot stay for months together, weeks together. They just go for business purpose, traveling from one country to another country, or maybe tourist purpose. For tourism they have visited the place for tourist or trip purpose. That's why they will stay within. See here, the hotel will be having a wonderful rooms, AC facilities, and also swimming pool facility, good garden facility, servants will be there, kitchen will be there. So these hotels will be offerable only for 3 to 4 days, maximum a week. But we cannot go for this type of hotels more than a week. So that is, so commercial hotels only for commercial purpose, business travelers usually go for these hotels. Next one, the duration will be ranging from a few days to week, not more than a week. Next one, the transient hotels. These hotels are the mainly, it is medium class hotels. Already explained, so medium class hotels. Usually these hotels provide, so are classified mainly transient, the who are travelers from one place to another place. Usually they will go for, or they will stay in this type of hotels. So when at least 75% of their guests are not permanent residents, they are generally en route guests. En route means what? So in traveling we need rest for some time. So in traveling we need at least food and also recreational facilities, and also we need rest for a while. For that purpose we will go for, it may be some hours or it may be one day or one night, we will stay in this type of hotels. So that's why it is transient hotels. Next one, semi-residential hotel. What is semi-residential? It is not residential, it's not like hostel, but semi-residential. They will also provide rooms for, it may be 1 month or up to 2 months. These hotels are generally personalized by people who are staying at a locations while a transit to another place. So usually the guest will move from one city to another city. So usually this hotel, the duration of the stay may ranging from weeks to some months. Usually the guest will stay from 1 week to 1 month or to 2 or 3 months. Because for example, foreigners will come to India, so their visa period will be for 3 months or 6 months. So in this duration they cannot purchase home and all, so they can stay in this type of hotels. It is a semi-residential hotels. They will provide, so minimum lodging and boarding facility they will provide. So usually when the guest will stay more than 1 month, 2 months and 3 months, they cannot affordable for the luxurious hotels. So that's why they will go for this type of hotels which they provide minimum facility like a good lodging and boarding facility. Next one, residential or apartment hotels. So usually apartments hotels will provide lodging and boarding facility more than 6 months, up to a year. So usually the foreigners or any other travelers to coming to India, or if you in our country only, so if any North Indian people coming to South India, okay, he wants to stay for for example 6 months training he will come, or 6 months any tourist purpose or tourism purpose he will come. So in this duration he wants to stay up to 6 months to 1 year. During this time they will select this type of hotel, residential hotels or apartments. So the residential hotels is basically an apartment building. Usually these are all apartment buildings offering a mid service. Offering a mid service means what? Like this, offering a mid service. So it is not luxurious also, it is not budgetary also. So dining room and room meal service, and also they will be having some kitchens because it is apartment. So in apartment usually they will be having bathroom, kitchen will be there, and also restroom will be there, and also some hall will be there. Like this they will provide the service. Room is residential hotels are sold on a monthly or yearly basis. Usually apartment are sold for monthly or yearly basis. Next one, extended stay hotels. What do you mean by extended stay hotels? So usually in this type of hotels they offer, if you stay for 1 month, 1 week or 1 more month will be free. So they will extend the stay for the guest. They will provide the service. They will provide the offer. If you stay for 5 days, 2 days is free for you. Like this they will extend the service. These hotels are intended to provide more home like amenity. So usually those will go to, or those wants to stay in this hotel, they will provide. See for example, Extended stay means they can feel like home, and also they will be having all the facilities at home. For example, refrigerator and also washing machine, you can wash your clothes, laundry facilities, and also separate kitchen, you can prepare your own food. Sometimes you may order the food from the hotel also, but if you don't want food to, or if you don't want to order the food, you can prepare your own food, and also you can prepare your own breakfast and dinner. Like this, they will provide the home like amenities. So extended stay hotels typically have a self-service laundry facility. So you have to, in this type of hotels, you have to wash your own clothes, and also offer discount for extended stay. What do you mean by that? A discount for extended stay. If you stay for 10 days, you can extend for 2 days as free, because they are not providing the food and all. They just boarding they are providing, and also lodging they are providing. So they are not providing more than that. So 5 to 7 days. If you stay for 5 days, pay for 5 days, stay for 7 days, like this. See, pay for 5 days, stay for 7 days. So pay for 10 days, stay for 15 days. Like this, they will extend the stay. Next one, they also have a guest room with kitchen, and also kitchen including a minimum usuality of like sink facility will be there in kitchen, and also refrigerator will be provided, microwave will be provided, and also some, in order to cook the food, they will also provide the gas facility. Next one, so these are the other, apart from hotels, we can also stay in this type of places. If we go to, for example, so Dharmashala. So what do you mean Dharmashala? If you go to any religious places, they provide a free lodging facility, free lodging and boarding facility. For example, if you go to the Dharmasthal, if you go to any other religious places, they will offer very discountable or very lesser price hotel or boarding and lodging facility. Next one, duck bungalows and circuit house. What is the circuit house? Usually these bungalows or these buildings were built in the British era. So for example, in the hilly area, in the forest area, in the village area, countryside. So in order to stay for the British officers, these hotels were built. Nowadays, as a private owners who purchased those buildings, they converted those buildings to hotels and providing the some luxurious facilities. So in bungalows, first lodges, a legacy of British Raj in remote areas and locations. So in the remote areas and also in the forest location, they have built these kind of buildings. Now they have converted to hotels, and also they are providing the lodging and boarding facilities. Next one, lodges, boarding houses. So usually boarding houses means hostels facility will be provided where they can go for shelter and also food. Next one, youth hostels. Why we need youth hostel? For example, for example, you take up an exam. For example, IAS exam you took. Okay, so the exam day will be on the exam place. The location of the exam is in Delhi. So you have to travel to the Delhi. So during this time, the youth hostels will be there, which is built by the government. If you requested the youth hostel, they will provide a boarding and lodging facility for the time of examination. So the students usually traveling from one place to another place, they will get the youth hostel facility. Next one, Yatri Niwas usually freely they will provide the shelter for the pilgrimage who are coming from different parts of the country. Next one, tourist camp. Usually tourist camp, if you go to the forest area, if you go to any other hilly area, they will provide a tourist camp. Next one, railway or airport retreating rooms. For example, if you go to railway station, you don't, if for example because of curfew or because of any problem, if you did not get the your train, or if you cannot catch your plane, then the room facility will be provided in the airport only, and also accommodation will be provided in the railway station only. For that you have to pay some minimum charges. Next one, paying guests. So usually you will be knowing paying guest. So usually a family will provide the paying guest facility. They will offer guest facility, but they will receive payment. So they will treat you like a guest, but you have to pay for that amount. It is what paying guest facility. Like this, other facilities also are there to stay and also for having food apart from hotels also. So this is the what we will be having 15 marks question on this chapter. So what are the types of hotel? Explain. So at least try to write all the points. At least try to write on your own. You can explain. No need to write whatever I explain. No need to write whatever as I explain only. So you can add your own points. You can search in internet. So many points. The more points you write, the more marks you get. Keep this in mind. The more points you write, the more marks you get. So you can, on the basis of your own knowledge, what you have seen in different types of hotels, what you have heard on your own experience, please give example for that. Please give example for all the points you write. So on the basis of different types, we have explained the hotels, and also you can add more points in the internet. Information is available. So if you have seen on your own experience, you can write that, but don't write too much. Only point basis, write all the points. If they ask for 15 marks, at least try to write 17 to 18 points, so that you can provide both quality and quantity answer. So like this we can divide the question. Next point, marketing mix of hotel. What do you mean marketing mix of hotel? See, in the marketing mix, so how to target the customer? Who are our customer? How we can attract the customer? That's what marketing mix of hotel. That's what marketing mix of hotels. So before starting hotel or industry, before coming to the hotel industry, we have to understand who is our customer, where is our customer. So how to attract the customer? Okay, so that's why we need place. What is the product? What I can provide to customer? So this is the product or service. So you coming to the first P is a product or service. Second P is a price. Third P is a place, location. Fourth is a P is a process. Fifth is a people. Sixth is a product. Seventh is a place, price, like this, promotion, activity, advertisement. So all including, we have to think in all 7 ways in order to attract the customers and develop in the hotel industry. We need price. What is the price? So what type of price you charge to the customers on the base of what are the service you are providing and what price you are going to charge. Next one, promotion. How you can communicate with the customers, how you can reach the information. So okay, how you can reach the information to the customer. So what are the facility you are providing. Next one, physical environment. So even though we are providing the service in the hotel industry, so how a customer can remember? He should be having a physical evidence. He should feel, yes, whatever the amount I paid, yes, I got back, or I am satisfied, I feel delighted. You should feel like that. The customer should feel delighted. So you have to add more product to the service. So already we have explained, we have discussed in the previous session or previous chapter regarding the, so we have to add the product with the service, then customer will recall. So if it is a service industry, just we had a food, I received a service, then I have paid. So customer will forget that. In order to be in the customer's memory, so we have to add products to the service. Next one, people. Who are the people? Who are the stakeholders of the hotel industry? Starting from the watchman, starting from the servant, manager, okay, receptionist, owner, customers, okay, suppliers of the goods. So all are our customer. We should be having an inclusive environment. Make everyone partners. Make your customer as a partner. Treat your customer as a partner. Share your benefits. Treat your suppliers as a partner. Treat your servants as a partner. So everyone should feel happy to work in the hotel. Next one, product. So what actually you are offering? So what type of service industry you are providing the service? So what are the products? It may be good product, swimming pool facility, or it may be horse riding facility, or it may be good AC rooms, refrigerator, TV. Next one, spa facilities available, and also health facilities available. Good good ambience is available. So these are all the products we can add to the hotel industry. Next one, process. So what is the process? How to attract the customer? How are you going to treat the customer? So who should treat the customer first, or who should wish the customer? The doorman will treat the customer or wish the customer first. Who is next person? The receptionist will going to take care of the customer. After that, other servants will be there. Others, room boy will be there. Cleaning service will be there. So managers will be there. Restaurants, cook will be there. So how to arrange the duties for all of them. So how to build a into coordination between all the departments. It may be finance department, production department. Production means preparation of food here. Finance is a manager, and also there will be advertisement department will be there. Okay, so we have to bring the coordination between all the department, then only we can successful in the business. So what is the process, how to reach the customer, how to satisfy the customer? So from one A process to Z, A to Z. So we have to divide all the responsibilities. We have to provide the power to all the people who will handle the responsibility. Later we can achieve the process. Next one, place, location, where you going to start your hotel. It may be restaurants or in the hilly area, forest area, river flowing area, no, residential or urban area, semi-urban, rural area, no, international airport or international, no, multinational, international or multinational range. So which is your location? International, that means no, abroad hotel or within the country, within the state. Which kind of no customers you are going to target? So that's why place is very, very important. For example, if it is city center, it is different types of hotel you have to start. If it is a outskirt of the city, then we will provide different types of hotel. It is a resort will be, it may be forest area, it may be hilly area, you can have a resort. Like this we have to divide the places, and have to, on the base of location also we have segregated or classified the hotel. So I think you have understood. Like this 7P is going on. Next one, let's go to the first. So define the proper marketing mix. So before going to hotel industry, we have to define who is our customer, what is the needs. So we have to understand our customers pulse, heart and minds of the customer is very, very important. In any industry, it may be service, business, any kind. So as a manager, as a business person, I have to understand the pulse, heart and mindset of the customers. Then only I can reach the customer. Next one, a marketing mix is used indicate the several marketing variables used by a sales team to target the specific customers. For example, let's take place. If you are having in a city center, we are targeting on the richer customers. If you are having a resort, richer customers. Okay. If it is a budgeted hotel, middle class people. So who are our customer? To whom we are targeting? STP. So what is STP? So STP means segregation. Okay, segmentation, targeting and positioning. Position means branding. Position. Targeting means who is our customer, to whom we are targeting. As a luxury hotel, I cannot target poor people or poor customer. As a luxury hotel, I should target the affluent class or a richer class. Okay, as a middle class hotel or a mid-range hotel, I cannot target a luxurious customers. I can target only middle class people. So we have to, by first one we have to segment on the base of place, on the base of customers income, on the base of affluency, on the base of luxury. I have to segregate my to whom. First we have to segregate all the parts to whom I am targeting. So in the business we cannot target or we cannot satisfy all the customers. Okay, it is a illusion. In business, keep this in mind. In business we cannot satisfy 100% customers. For example, if there is 100 customers, we cannot satisfy all 100 customers. Every wants is different. Every customer's wants, needs, their intentions is different. We cannot satisfy all of them because the resources are very limited to satisfy all the customers. So that's why we should segregate. We have to segment. We have to make small groups on the base of their gender, their age, their demography, democracy, on the base of economy, on the base of social and cultural factors, on the base of national or international geographical area. So on the base of these things, we have to segment, we have to make small groups. Apart from so many groups, in the so many groups, we have to target any 1 or 2 or 3 groups. For example, youth market. For example, students, we can go for the youth hostels. We can go for PG. We can start PG. If I am targeting students, I can start PG. If I am targeting middle class, I can go for mid-range hotels. If I am targeting, if I want to start in hilly area or forest area, I can go for resorts and bungalows. Like this I have to target. Next one, positioning. So creating a brand image in the minds of the customer. That's what positioning. Like this we can. So it is a corporate, transit. Next one, groups, conference. Like this we can divide. First one, service or facility. This is P, product. So what are the service you will provide? It is guest room, food and beverages. Next one, rooms, conference and other facilities. Next one, recreational facilities. These are all the service and products we can add up. Next one, health and wellness facilities. Next one, check-in and check-out facility. Next one, travel and desk, business center. Next one, parking facility, video conference, internet and connectivity facility. So these are all the service or product. So what we are offering to customer. So whenever the customer enters your hotel, so what are all the facilities we are going to provide? You can tell. See, we are providing swimming pool facility, TV is provided, AC rooms are provided, western toilets facility is provided. So what are the facility you are going to add to the customer? So then only customer will feel yes, I'm getting something for what I'm paying. So customer should feel he is getting something for the money he is paying. So he should feel happy, he should feel satisfied. That's why we need product and service or facility. Next one, place and distribution. So which place or location you're going to select. So this refers to the accessibility of the product and consumer comparing to other products. So where they will get the product. So here it is a hotel industry, is a service based industry. So customer has to come to the hotels. So here we can select a resort area, hill stations, big city, small city, semi and rural outskirts, city outskirts. So which location we are going to start the hotel, where we can attract the customer. So who is our customer? First thing, who is our customer? If your customer luxurious or rich class, I cannot start in hilly or resort area, semi-urban area or rural area. So I have to go for city center. If my customers are middle class, I cannot go for city center area. So I can come to the outskirt. So like this, I have to target. Next one, chain hotel. What is the chain hotel? So single ownership will be having different branches in so many city. In a single city they will be having so many branches, or in a single head office they will be having so many, in any other districts or any other state they will be having so many branches. Next one, location is very, very important. Next one, forest area, waterfalls and tourist spots. So which is your location? Please select. Next one, the process. What is the process? From housekeeping is there in process, housekeeping process, and also supplying necessary inputs, and also process of guest arrival and guest departures. From starting, the hotel industry starts from guest arrival, how to attract the guest, and also guest stay time in the hotel. Next one, guest or checkout. Next one, process of producing and serving food. So how to produce the food? So we should have a cook, we should have a servant. So what is the process of production of food? How to cook the food? Every process will be there. The manager will look after all these things. Next one, menu. What is our menu? So it may be non-veg or veg, or it may be both veg and non-veg, and also beverages. So it may be hot drinks or cool drinks. What type of drinks here are offering to you? So what type of every day, what type of dish you are preparing? So everything will comes under hotel sustainability and audit. So you have to get audited. Your books and account should be finance of the hotel, and also accounts of the hotel should be ready. Next one, safety. So we have to provide the safety facility for our employee also, and also guest also. Next one, training to hotel employees. So we have to train the employees, and also we should select, or we have to recruit only trained employees who is having enough experience. Then only we can provide a qualified or quality service to the guests. So next one, people. Who are our peoples? So we should make peoples as a partner. We should make people as a partner of the business. Then only business will succeed. We have to share. It may be loss or profit. We have to share. We have to share profit with the employees. We have to share profit with the customers. So customers should be given discounts. Then only they will get attracted. We have to give in all the information regarding the hotels. We can get the suggestion from the customers. We can get the benefits of the customers. So customers are our people. Next one, guests are our people. Next one, manager is our people. Servant is our people. Next one, cleaning staff, traveling agency. They will get the new guest. So whenever the new guest arrive to our city, they will bring the new guest. So we should have a partnership, or we should have an agreement with them. Next one, booking facility. Next one, security personals, cook, suppliers, and also the bank which provides the finance facility. These are all our people. So we should be having inclusive plan. We should be having a inclusive plan. Next one, room rate pricing. So pricing is also one of the important concepts. So on the basis of pricing only, the guest will come. So because they are coming from one part of the country to different part of the country, or one part of the world to different part of the world, so they will look for pricing also. So what price, if I get more benefit for the 100 rupees, so I will select that particular hotel. For example, so the hotel is providing, the A hotel is providing only food and shelter, okay, food and good bed. But B hotel, for the same 100 rupees, 100 rupees they are providing food also, they are providing a hotel and boarding and lodging facility also, and also they are providing swimming pool also, and also they are providing bar facility. Now usually for the 100 rupees I am getting more benefits, isn't it? I am getting more benefits. This hotel is having TV is there, music system is there in the hotel, isn't it? So for 100 rupees I am getting more benefits. Obviously I am select the hotel B. So like this customer will think, so for 100 rupees, for whatever the amount I pay, how much benefits I'll get. So that's why on the base of peak season, on the base of valley season or off season, or on the base of shoulder season, we have segregated the pricing. So in the peak season we will charge more, in the valley season we will charge lesser. The lowest, this is the lowest demand for the rooms because of the it may be, for example, calamities will happen because of the corona, hotel industry is not going. Now they will charge very lesser amount, basic amount they will charge, or basic rate they will charge. If you go to the peak season, if you go to the Goa during the Christmas time or during the New Year, so it is a peak season, so they will charge exorbitant charge. Next one, shoulder season. This is not too much peak or not too much off season, so they will charge medium rate. So like this the price will be varying on the base of facility what we are providing to the customers. We can charge the amount like this. We can write this type of question you can expect for 10 marks in the exam. What is the marketing mix of hotel? So you can give more example if you know more. If you have any information, further information also you can provide. Please write in points. The more points you write, the more marks you get. So here we will end this chapter. In the next session we are going to discuss new chapter, hospital and education industry. Till then, thank you so much. See you in the next class.